You special and she reckless. Baby, you're my bestest friend. Yeah, she my bestie. My love for you is endless. Nobody else can end it. And when I get the money back, then...
Hey y'all, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Happy February. For this month, we're going to be talking all about Black-owned beauty products. For today, I'm going to be sharing my favorite Black-owned beauty products. Please keep in mind, it is impossible for me to try everything. So if I happen to not mention something that is maybe one of your staples or your faves, relax. It's okay. It's either because maybe it just wasn't my vibe, or I haven't tried it, all right? So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna jump right into my products. Whenever I am referring to my clients a hair product, a makeup product, I always like to give them a higher end option and an affordable option, because I understand that beauty products can be very, very expensive. However, these days we are so blessed because there are a lot of affordable, really good makeup brands out there and just beauty brands in general out there. So first thing first here, conditioner, Pattern Beauty. Oh boy, this has been my jam. I have been using this since September and it is my current favorite conditioner. So this one is the heavy conditioner for coilies. So I'll go ahead and tell you, if you have more of a finer hair texture or maybe a less dense hair structure, then you will probably not like this. This will probably be too heavy for your hair, okay? And let me go ahead and set something straight, because this is a conversation I have in salon with my clients a lot. Just because you have maybe a coarser hair texture does not mean that you have thick hair when it comes to density, okay? So the texture of your hair is not the same as density. So density is just gonna be a matter of how much hair you have per square inches on your head, all right? And then as far as the texture of your hair, like the actual texture of the strands, you can have finer textures, you can have more coarse, you can have that medium texture. So please make sure you guys understand the differences between those two, because I know a lot of people tend to think that because their hair is maybe coarse, that means that they have really, really thick, dense hair. That's not the case at all. I have quite a few clients that have fine hair and texture, but the density per square foot on the head is a lot. So if you are someone who maybe has a finer hair texture, or maybe your hair isn't as thick, this is probably going to be too heavy for you. However, if you do have maybe coarser hair, thicker hair, you are probably going to really, really like this. My favorite thing about this is just simply because it is so easy for me to just maneuver and detangle my hair. It has a lot of slip and it makes my hair feel really, really soft. So absolutely love this one. And then the other one, I've been using this for over a year. You can buy this at Target. So this is TPH. This is by Taraji P. Henson. And this is the Make It Rain, a hydration rich conditioner. I don't care what anyone says, this makes my hair feel so soft. Like, it is amazing how soft my hair feels after, because of course it's gonna help me with my detangling process. I detangle my hair when I have conditioner in it. That is the only time I will go through and detangle with a brush. When this is in there, has lots of slip, it's gonna make your hair feel very, very soft, and it is affordable. 10 bucks at Target, can't beat that. Up next, we're gonna go ahead and slide right on into some beauty things here. We've got some bronzers. So the Prime Beauty Bronzer in Bronzeville. This has been around for a minute now. I absolutely love this bronzer. My favorite thing about this bronzer is the tone of it is unmatched, okay? It is not too warm to the point that it pulls red. It's not cool to the point where it looks more gray. It is the beautiful, most beautiful brown tone bronzer, and I love that it's matte and it has no shimmer in it. So this is definitely just one of my top bronzers in general, and Black owned, can't beat that. It's just fantastic. Another great one is Yacht Life. So with Yacht Life, this one's by Fenty Beauty. With this one, same thing, not too warm, not too cool. This one isn't 100% matte. I have this one on right now. It does have like a little bit of a gold flex in there, but it's not too much. I am someone, I do not care for glitter in my bronzers or blushes, just simply because of the texture of my skin. So I have texture and pores, and sometimes whenever you're working with a product that maybe has like the chunky glitter, it can kind of sit in the pores and just kind of bring some things to light that maybe you don't want. This is not that. It's just gonna add a nice glow to the skin, and the bronze, the tone, it is just fantastic. Stunning, stunning, stunning. Also, everything that I have on my face is Black owned as well, and all of the products will be down below in the description box. Now sliding into some newer products, this is the foundation I have on right now. This is the Fashion Fair. Ooh, hold on, mine's a little messy. Let me wipe it off. So this is the Fashion Fair Cream to Powder Foundation in Brown Sugar. I don't have anything like this in my collection, so it is very unique. I have it on my skin right now. This is going to give you a flawless, polished, I'm beat, I'm ready to roll, full coverage moment. Absolutely love it. I typically would apply it with a sponge, but today I used this flat top brush here. Oh, this made such a difference. So whenever I use this, I'm gonna make sure that I'm using a brush similar to this. This one is the Sonia G brush, fantastic. But this, I love the undertone of it. It's a beautiful tone. Of course, Fashion Fair, they are made for women of color. So you know those undertones are gonna be on point. This can be tricky at first when using, just simply because if you're like me, you don't have many products like this in your collection, so it was a little bit of a learning curve. However, I just kind of do the stippling motion. So I swirl it in and then just kind of stipple and build it up. This is very buildable, so let's say in more areas, if you want a little bit more coverage, you can do so, but it's going to give you a very, very, hey, I have on makeup look, but not to the point where it's just too cakey. It just looks very, very nice, beautiful, polished, great for photography. If you have a special occasion, got something coming up and you wanna look really just like flawless, this will give you that. Love this. And then also I have been using their Fashion Fair, the Fashion Fair. This is their Set It Loose powder in Truly 20. It is just a loose setting powder, and I tend to always lean more towards banana powders, just simply because with my undertone, I have a golden undertone. It just works best for me and my skin. So if you are a shade twin, highly recommend. This is a beautiful setting powder as well. Now sliding over to one of my favorite foundations in general, Fenty Beauty. Lord have mercy. This is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Press Powder. This is the shade 410. And as you can see, I'm hitting the pan because I use this bad boy all the time. My favorite thing about this is how smooth it makes my skin look. The texture of this powder foundation, I haven't used a powder foundation like this. Most powder foundations tend to be just 100% just matte right off the bat. This has a velvety smooth texture to it. It makes your skin look so smooth, pores be gone, and because it's not a hard matte, this is one of those powders that I truly feel is universal when it comes to skin types because everybody can use it. So let's say if you do have drier skin, I really feel you can use this just simply because the texture of it is unlike any other powder foundation. It's not too matte, your skin looks smooth, it's gonna give you that beautiful satin finish. It is just stunning. The downside with Fenty, I know a lot of people really struggle with trying to find their shade, which it's amazing that they have so many shades for us to choose from. However, what happens is when you do have so many, it does make it kind of hard to narrow it down. What I have found for myself personally is with Fenty, I can wear 2, probably even 3 different tones, different colors within their line. This goes for the powder, and I like the Pro Filter foundation as well. So if you can't find, first of all, let me back up. To find a 100% match to your skin, I think sometimes we have to really analyze what we're asking for. Your skin tone, your shade is unique, okay? So to find something that is just going to be 100% spot on, it's like you're looking for a unicorn. Occasionally you might find it, but the one thing you wanna make sure you have right is the undertone. Just as long as that undertone is right, you can get by. So let's say you have the right undertone, but maybe it's a little bit too light or maybe it's a little bit too deep. You can easily finagle that and make it work. But when you have just the wrong undertone in general, it's hard to fix because if it's too light, you can just throw on some bronzer, everything's gonna come together. If it's too deep, just highlight a little bit more in the center of your face, blend everything. By the time you put your bronzer blush on, you're gonna be good to go. But the undertone, that's the ticket. So make sure you get the right undertone. The next powder we have here is by LYS, and this is the Triple Fix Banana Brilliant Setting Powder. I love this, okay? not a secret. My favorite thing about this is that it is a pressed setting powder and it is a banana powder. So I like loose powders. I don't have any issues with them. However, I do have to travel quite a bit for work, and sometimes just loose powders can be messy. So this is pressed, easy. I use this to set up under my eyes, all around my face, good to go, no problems. Next up here, I am scraping the bottle of this. This is the Mcgrath Concealer. This one is in the shade MD24. I have it on today, this concealer. Now when it came to the Mcgrath foundation, to me, it was aight. It wasn't all that, but the concealer, creamy, easy to apply, easy to blend. The undertone is fantastic. I love the way it blends into the skin. It doesn't just sit up under the eyes and get cakey. No ma'am, it is just a beautiful, flawless finish. Not too matte, not too dewy, right in the center, and you're going to get phenomenal coverage. So if you have not tried this, highly recommend it. And the component, of course, is Mcgrath, y'all. So, you know, she's fly. Everything is just extra. It's heavy. It is a heavy component, however, it's a luxury brand. So love this. And then we've got some eyeshadow palettes. So this is an eyeshadow palette that I have been using recently. I forgot I had it, which is terrible because it's a bomb product. When I did my declutter, I just happened to look up and I was like, I like that eyeshadow palette. Why haven't I been using it? So this is the Beauty Black Magic eyeshadow palette. Stunning. It was so unfortunate for my declutter video. I had to get rid of the foundation and concealer just simply because I had them for going on 2 years, and I just, after a year with products like that, you really don't want to, you know, keep putting it on your face because foundations and concealers, they do expire. So I was butthurt about that because those are really good as well. However, I still do have the eyeshadow palette, and I can do just a very, very simple, easy, beautiful, neutral look. You want to throw on some shimmer, you can do so. And then my go-to palette, whenever I just need to put something on my eyes and go, Juvia's Place Chocolates. This is the bomb. Juvia's Place makes fantastic eyeshadow palettes. I have the Warrior 2 on my eyes right now. Just the color saturation, the blendability, and it's affordable. Highly recommend. And then the chocolates is just a beautiful neutral palette. So, I mean, I'm sure none of you need a neutral palette if you're watching this. However, if you do, this one is phenomenal. Colored Rain Safari eyeshadow palette. This palette here is an absolute banger. It gives you the neutral, earthy tone vibes, but then you get these vibrant shimmer tones here. Fantastic. If you have not tried this one, you really need to do so. Honestly, I hope it's not discontinued. However, it is one of my favorite Black-owned beauty products and just products in general. And then last but not least, I had to mention my brand, Showday Beauty, my lashes. So I am currently wearing the first Call Out lash. Let me let y'all get all up in my face here. Okay, so I am currently wearing the first Call Out lash. So it's longer, it's wispier, but the thing about my lashes are they are a light band, so therefore they don't feel heavy on the eyes. So these are first Call Out. And also keep in mind, you don't have to be a beauty competitor. You don't have to be a bodybuilder competitor to wear the lashes, okay? If you are just a glam girl, you like beauty products in general, kind of think of it like this. This is what I had to tell myself when I started, you know, venturing out, doing my Showday Beauty and putting my lashes under Showday Beauty because it used to be under House of Amber P, but it just made more sense for Showday Beauty. I had to tell myself that at the beginning of MAC Cosmetics, MAC stands for Makeup Artist Cosmetics, okay? It was strictly for makeup artists. Now, everybody uses MAC Cosmetics. You don't have to be a makeup artist to use that brand. Same thing with Showday Beauty. You don't have to be a competitor to wear any of the lashes. So this is the first Call Out lash here. This is what I have on right now. And then we have here, this one is the Showday. So this one is what I would call the in the middle. So this is the most dramatic. First Call Out is the most dramatic. And then we have Show Day here. Again, very, very light band, wispy, beautiful on all eye shapes. And then my favorite here is the Keep It Simple Lash. So Keep It Simple is the least dramatic, however, it's still very light, very wispy, daytime, nighttime. I mean, you can do whatever you want with your beauty products, right? Do whatever you please, but this is definitely my favorite lash. So that is Show Day Beauty, my brand, lashes, and of course I have my Keep It Simple makeup guide if you are someone who is maybe a beginner in makeup and you just need a little guidance, or you just like reading about beauty products. The Keep It Simple makeup guide is my makeup Bible. So I talk about everything from your skincare, undertones, how to pick your foundation, eyeshadows, tools, everything. All of my knowledge is in that book, so that will be linked down below if you want to check that out and purchase as well. All right, so that is going to wrap up my favorite Black-owned beauty products. Down below in the comments, leave me some of yours. I will see you guys in the next video. So for the next, I think 3 to 4 videos, I'm gonna be taking a couple of Black-owned brands that I already have in my collection, and I'm gonna give you guys my top 3 products for those brands, all right? So thank you so much for watching. You know the deal. Keep it simple, and I will see you in the next video.